Have you ever felt the subtle yet chilling moment when a narcissist realizes you've seen through them? The charm evaporates. The jokes lose their warmth. The small criticisms turn into sharp daggers. It's in this moment, when you stand your ground, that the narcissist first senses your strength as a direct threat. This is when they begin planning their last, desperate tactic, the smear campaign. Carl Jung taught us that everyone carries a shadow, a hidden self made of insecurities, fears, and the parts of ourselves we refuse to acknowledge. But for the narcissist, their shadow is unbearable. It's so dark and shameful that they build their entire personality, their persona, to keep it buried. This persona is the mask they show the world, the charming, confident, even caring. Yet beneath it lurks the shadow, self-loathing, rage, emptiness. When you show strength, you shatter the illusion they've created for themselves and everyone else. Your refusal to cower or comply reflects the very shadow they work so hard to deny. It's like holding a mirror to their deepest fears. And instead of facing their flaws, they'll do whatever it takes to make the mirror you disappear. That's why, when you grow stronger, they don't quietly accept it. They don't congratulate you on your independence or personal growth. They see your strength as a betrayal. They feel exposed. And their first instinct isn't to look inward. It's to destroy the threat by destroying your reputation. They begin what Jung would recognize as projection at its most extreme. They take everything dark within themselves, deceit, cruelty, instability, and cast it onto you. They tell mutual friends you're volatile, dangerous, or manipulative. They twist your words, distort your actions, and rewrite shared memories. At first, the shift may seem subtle. You'll hear a friend ask, "Are you okay? Someone said you've been really stressed lately." Or a family member might tell you, "I heard you've been lashing out. Is something going on?" These comments plant seeds of doubt in others and in yourself. This is the power of the narcissist smear campaign. It doesn't attack you directly. It quietly infects your social circle like a virus, isolating you from the people who once supported you. It's triangulation in action, a tactic where they turn others into unwitting pawns, spreading gossip while pretending to care about everyone involved. The narcissist may claim, "I'm just worried about them." They don't seem like themselves, but underneath this false concern lies a deliberate strategy: sow distrust, shift blame, and leave you alone, questioning your reality. This confusion and isolation give them a final chance to regain control even as you step away. But why do narcissists react this way? Why does your strength terrify them so deeply? According to Jung, it's because your strength forces them to confront their own weakness. When you no longer mirror their false superiority, they're left staring into the void of their own inadequacy. They've spent years, sometimes decades, perfecting the persona that keeps this truth hidden, but your boundaries threaten to unravel it. This moment exposes the split between their persona and their shadow. The persona is what they wish to be: confident, lovable, respected. The shadow is what they fear they truly are: worthless, defective, and lovable. When your strength challenges their control, the gap between these two selves grows so wide it becomes unbearable. Rather than integrate or heal, the narcissist lashes out. The smear campaign becomes their lifeline. It's the last dirty trick they use to restore the illusion that they are good, powerful, and right, while painting you as unstable or cruel. They might say you're the one who's narcissistic, or claim you're spreading rumors about them. These accusations are classic projection, turning their own tactics into your supposed crimes. The smear campaign becomes their lifeline. It's the last dirty trick they use to restore the illusion that they are good, powerful, and right, while painting you as unstable or cruel. They might say you're the one who's narcissistic, or claim you're spreading rumors about them. These accusations are classic projection, turning their own tactics into your supposed crimes. Their goal is not only to punish you, but also to protect themselves from exposure. If others believe you're irrational or vindictive, any story you tell about their behavior can be dismissed as bitterness or revenge. In this way, the smear campaign becomes a shield against accountability. What makes it so devastating is how quietly it begins. Narcissists are masters of subtlety. They'll praise you in public, but plant private doubts. They'll act supportive to your face, but whisper lies behind your back. This cognitive dissonance makes you feel like you're losing your mind. You start wondering if you imagine the mistreatment, or if you're overreacting. Jung believed the key to overcoming such manipulations is awareness. When we see what's really happening, we stop internalizing the narcissist's projections. Instead of questioning our sanity, we recognize the smear campaign for what it is, a desperate defense of a fragile ego. The narcissist might also escalate to triangulation, bringing in third parties to spread rumors or gather information. You'll hear, "So-and-so told me you've been saying awful things," or "I heard you're planning to hurt yourself." These alarming statements are designed to provoke emotional reactions that can be used against you. If you defend yourself too passionately, they'll say you're unhinged. If you remain silent, they'll fill the silence with their own stories. Either way, they twist your response into evidence of your supposed instability. In this dark dance, it's easy to feel trapped. But here's what Carl Jung might remind us: the narcissist's smear campaign reveals more about them than it ever does about you. A person secure in themselves has no need to destroy others. Only someone terrified of their own inadequacy needs to tear down those who see the truth. So how do you protect yourself? First, document everything. Keep copies of messages, screenshots, and records of conversations. If things escalate into legal threats or workplace complaints, this evidence can be the difference between vindication and victimization. Second, resist the urge to chase rumors. The smear campaign is a trap. It's designed to lure you into frantic explanations, which they'll twist to prove you're obsessed or paranoid. Instead, speak your truth calmly when necessary, and let your consistent behavior demonstrate your integrity. Third, limit contact with people who feed into the narcissist's drama. Some may not realize they're being used as flying monkeys, but others will relish the gossip. Protect your energy by choosing wisely who you confide in. Fourth, lean on a small, trusted circle of people who know you deeply. These relationships, built on mutual respect and honesty, will withstand the narcissist's lies. It can be painful to see others believe false stories, but remember, real friends don't abandon you based on rumors alone. Fifth, seek professional help if you feel overwhelmed. Narcissistic abuse can leave lasting wounds, including anxiety, depression, and PTSD. Trauma-informed therapy can help you process these experiences and rebuild your sense of self. Carl Jung said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." This insight is powerful for survivors of narcissistic abuse. By understanding the shadow projections behind smear campaigns, you can reclaim your agency. You stop mistaking the narcissist's illusions for your identity. One of the hardest parts of this journey is accepting that some people will believe the lies. You may lose relationships you thought were unshakable. Grieve them, but don't let their loss define your worth. The narcissist's smear campaign is a test of character, both yours and theirs. In time, those with discernment will see the truth. Another key point Jung teaches us is the importance of integration. Individuation, the process of becoming our whole, authentic selves, requires facing both our light and our shadow. And like narcissists, who reject their shadow and live in a false persona, you can grow by embracing your vulnerabilities, mistakes, and hidden fears. This willingness to self-reflect protects you from becoming like the narcissist. It also helps you recognize healthy relationships, where strength is celebrated, not punished. Over time, you'll start to see red flags sooner: people who seem too charming, who rush intimacy, or who play victim when held accountable. When you encounter these patterns again, and you likely will, your past experience will give you wisdom. You'll set boundaries sooner. You'll recognize the subtle signs of triangulation or gaslighting. Most importantly, you'll trust your gut instead of second-guessing it. The smear campaign can also awaken your own shadows: your fear of abandonment, your need for external validation, your longing to be understood. These feelings are normal, but they can keep you tethered to the narcissist's game if left unexamined. By facing them honestly, you free yourself to heal fully. In time, the smear campaign loses its power, lies fade, reputations rebuild. The narcissist moves on to a new target, but your growth endures. You carry forward the lessons of discernment, self-respect, and the courage to face your own darkness without becoming consumed by it. In the end, when a narcissist sees your strength, their last resort is to twist your reality through lies and manipulation. But remember, this desperate smear campaign is not a reflection of your character, it is a mirror of their fear. Carl Jung taught us that the light of self-awareness will always outshine the darkness of deceit. By standing firm in your truth, you break free from their control and reclaim your life. Stay grounded in your integrity. Know that those who truly know you will see beyond the narcissist's illusions. Trust yourself, honor your boundaries, and remember, your strength is not your weakness, it is the very power that will set you free.